Alright, so here's some flexing out at the property. And I've gained some space there with the lift. And I'm good. I'm tucked. Everywhere there's fine. I've got enough space there. Right here. I've got to finish. I got to get rid of this. And this would be the only part I think that I need to cut. I've cut everything on the inside. I was trying to leave this for the shape, but it's got to go. And then fully tucked, I will not be rubbing anywhere in the rear. And I think I've taken care of the front. What's up, TTTrash? Welcome or welcome back. Came out to the property this afternoon to really hit that spot back there, and I'll throw it in the footage of where my suspension's hitting, or where I'm rubbing on the on my tires, on my 37s. And I didn't cut the portion of the fender that like takes away from the body line, the original body line, but I'm gonna have to, because that's the only spot that it's rubbing on, and I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it. Fully tucked a while ago. I did not scrub on the body mount, and I haven't done the relocation on the body mount, but the Ironman lift, actually, I think it gave me about an inch of lift, because mine was sagging. My King suspension was not set up for the amount of weight I had on the front of the FJ. When I rebuild them, I'm going to revalve them and get the correct springs for them. I'm not sure exactly which ones I'm going with, but I'm going to do the calculations and make sure that's right. Filthy Motorsports, that's who I purchased the suspension from, or the kit, and it had everything in it. My King suspension, the reservoirs, the adjusters, Total Chaos, upper control arms, and Toy-Tech springs, which I went with the medium springs, and then I ended up getting the heaviest spring rating they have. But I ended up ordering the heaviest, and I think it's the XD. Maybe I had the HD, the heavy duty, and then I got the extra duty. And the extra duty is fine. And they may actually end up going back on here, just because these actually make my FJ sit lower. If I want to raise it in the back, I can. It sits lower, but it actually sits level. It don't sit lower in the back. They're exactly the same height. I think it was 40 5/8 inch from my garage floor to the fender well, and I put a ruler and all out to try to dial it in, and it's 40 5/8 in the back, and then it's, I wonder if that I can't remember if that's the way I went or not. We're gonna go that way just to see. I don't know, that leads back around. I don't want to go around that way yet. But in the rear, it's 40 5/8 inch from my garage floor up to the fender well, and in the front, it's the exact same thing. But the front, I didn't do the measurements prior. I already had it up on the lift on Friday, and I was like, oh, I should have measured it and everything, but I forgot to. Terrible content creator. I have really good content that I could do. I don't take the time to actually do it. When I get a project, I really just want to do it and enjoy it. And I wish all these sticks weren't hanging down. I don't want any unnecessary scratches. But definitely enjoying the suspension. As soon as I got the front done and went and drove it, it was a world of difference, a lot less shaking. Like my suspension was worn out and long overdue for a rebuild. So I'm digging the Ironman Foam Cell. And take it from me, you do not have to spend $5,000 or $6,000 on. Oh, those trees are down. All right, guys, I had to stop and cut some trees. My arms. Let me get out and move these. Yeah, I almost threw my arm out, but I don't want to get scratches now after all that work. But yes, I had to get out and cut some tree limbs. There's about 4 or 5 of them. I didn't want to turn around. I came down in here because I had my saw last time, so I cut all the trees out. And I figured I could get down in here and get to the spot where my suspension was flexing, and I want to get to the same spot just to see if what I cut last time helped or if I need to do more. But I don't have my saw with me, and luckily I keep a hatchet and a large bush knife. So I used the bush knife and did the clearing that I needed. And I'm glad I had that, but when I was putting it up, I ended up cutting my finger. Luckily I had my first aid kit. Just goes to show you, always be prepared. Having those things without having to pack them is a plus, because you don't know when you're gonna have an accident or cut yourself. With me, it's just a matter of when. Trying to get down. I remember being a clearing. Yeah, I see it over there. I'm gonna get out and chill for a minute. The suspension has helped tremendously. It's not rubbing as bad in the front as it has been. And I do think with the 1-inch body lift, I'm gonna be able to clear those better. Uh-oh, I'm hitting that tree. Hey, go downhill a little more. All right. Had to get under that tree. I didn't want to. I do not want to cut another one. My arm is a little bit not hurting, but I can feel I've been slinging a knife. Had to remove some limbs. If I can avoid pinstripes, I'm going to do it, especially in my local area. Nice. I can see the creek from this side. I like that. This is going to be a really cool camping spot. This suspension is phenomenal with my weight load, which I'm heavy, and I went the heaviest spring rating they had. And with my rooftop tent on here, my drawer system, my refrigerator, all of my stuff, my water tank, it's half full. Like, it is better than what I have felt in years. and I had it, I had it up to 87, 88, and it was just smooth as butter. I am really, really happy with the Ironman Foam Cell Pro lift. And I just got the front coilovers, and I took them out of the box and put them on, and I'm telling you, the lift was unexpected. It's like I could adjust it more, no need to. I don't want to load it. It rides so good now. And with my King, I had those I had to preload it so much that I think the ride quality suffered a bit. Happy with this choice. I was gonna go cheaper, like more budget friendly, but Ironman, I saw the sale they had, 20% off, so I jumped on it. Glad I did, because it is it's wild the way it handles compared to the way it did handle. I think I'm gonna stop here and take a little break. This is a good little offshoot, or just a little spot with the sun shining. All right, let's get out here and take a look at it. Maybe I didn't park in the best location, probably see it better from the other side. But anyway, yeah, we can see it good from this side. This is the setup I've got now, and I think it looks great. And now that it's kind of settled some, I think it's perfect. It's the same height in both front and rear. I gained some height here. I don't know how much, because I didn't I didn't measure it before I got it up on the lift. But with that being said, this is up more, and I can tell that just from being out here. I think I am going to do the body lift and my relocation, and I think it's going to solve my front issue. And then back here in the back, as we saw from earlier when I had it flexed out, this is where I trimmed it. I was trying to save as much of this as I can, but I am about to cut it here at this line there, and then I'll figure out something. I think I'm gonna make a piece that will maybe bolt underneath this and underneath here, and have it just kind of capped off there. But that'll give me plenty of room that fully tucked I won't rub. And earlier, fully tucked, I didn't rub here or anywhere here. So that makes me really happy. And I did replace my rear sway bar links. And there's the top of my Ironman shocks. And you see the fender wells look really good since I freshened them up. And we'll take a look here. There's, you can see, good old Ironman green. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of the green, but it's starting to grow on me a little bit. The way it rides is really growing on me, so. But I am, like I said, I couldn't be happier. I could not be happier with what I've done so far. These things fit a lot better. Just got to watch fully locked when I'm willing, but now fully locked turning, I don't hit on my body mount there. So I'm hoping once I relocate it, I'm going to do the relocation first. If that doesn't take care of it while I'm wheeling, I'm gonna do I have a 1-inch body lift that I can add to it. And I didn't want to do that before, but if it will take care of that, I'm probably gonna do it. But yeah, my coilovers are adjustable, but not having to adjust it any to get that amount of lift, it just gives me a great ride quality. And I don't think my CVs are at a terrible angle. Could be worse. But let me know what you think in the comments. I know that one guy, he'll let me know. Really nice lift for the price. I caught it on sale, 20% off, and I'll look at my receipt, but I know it was in the low $1,400 shipped, tax and all. I think that's a great price for the quality of what I got. Is wild. The quality of these really blew me away, but the ride quality is what just threw me for a loop. If you're kind of budget-minded person, like, find you a good lift that's going to work for your setup. So I did my research and I watched the video from Kai at Tinker's Adventures, and he really broke it down and kind of sold me on it. Just because of the weight of my FJ and my setup, I thought it was going to be a good fit for it, and come to find out it's a great fit. Pretty stoked about that. I'm going to try to get some more footage while I'm here of it actually flexed out. The one spot I showed, that's the main thing that I'm having issues with on both sides. So once I get that solved, it'll all be good. Appreciate you joining along. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. It helps me out. If you got any questions, comments, or anything about the channel or the FJ, just drop them below. And until next time, stay trashy.